well, hello everyone, we are back with episode 2 of Space Judges 2 Dramatic. And yeah, so I just quickly made sure the first one's being uploaded as we speak. And yeah. Yeah, the ray tracing is definitely on. This is peak graphics, mind you, and it is pretty. This is pretty much what it looks like. And yeah, so you guys have been spoiled. You get a custom thumbnail for the Space Judges 2. So yeah. What have I been doing off camera, as in yesterday when it was released? I've been working on a little yacht style ship because I thought, well, it's luxury, it can be sleek, elegant, doesn't exactly require too much. So things have been added to the game which I really like. So these blocks, there's no full blocks behind it, well there might be at this point, but probably around here there's no full blocks behind them, they are just angle blocks. I can't even get off the grid. Actually, think about it. There we go. So yeah, so these are basically just ignore this absolute travesty. I'm gonna also, you can build bloody off center line as well. But essentially, if you know this is what the walls are. So you can build quite thin, and they all connect nice and smoothly. So this is something we've been wanting for years in SE, is the texture connecting, and also the textures. Look at the textures. Interesting. It's like the armor's not perfect. It's not perfectly brand new, but it is there. A bit scorched, a bit dirty, a bit marked, a bit polished in places, where the paint's been flicked off. And there's some reflections in there. So yeah, it's quite interesting, really. So, just to give you a tour, we've got the back end of the yacht. You have the power pack. We've got the underside, which is quite angled, quite smooth. I'm not quite sure how much thrusters we actually need, because you know, I am doing a mix of everything. So we've got plenty of brake, a bit more down, just in case I don't get any more in. So yeah, I've got the rest of the boat to make the ship. It's a bit more, it's more like pleasure yacht, honestly. So it's more boat. So we have the bit of detail around the door. I've got into the full detailing blocks yet, that we can go smaller. We have the reactors, which I don't like the fact these are the smallest reactors we have. I do and I don't. So for small ships, this is your reactor for now. It's a nuclear reactor, which is not quite surprising, but you know, building is going to be unique with how large some of this is. Windows are also huge, and this is why I'm not putting in down here, because it's a bit too, lucky give her tight. So there might be windows for the bridge as by itself, catwalks and all that. I can get into detailing blocks later, I'm just getting the base of it done. So, I was going to put actual stair blocks in. The height is a bit too in between, so I've made it a custom staircase. Pretty smooth. Pretty modern, design. Actually, the Bowser ship, we have some thrusters which some lighting sneaking through. We have the lower deck, which runs all the way up this way, and runs that way. So there is actually some armor in this lower half, a bit of a keel idea of design, but this is where engineering is going to be down here, I think. So, and up here is going to be the rest of the living quarters and all that. Then it's going to be a third deck, which is where it's either going to be like another layer and then bridge, or the bridge layer, depends on how I get the silhouette looking. But it's going to go in a touch. So how I built the staircase back on myself is probably going to be interesting. But saying that, I could probably easily do something akin to this. So, things to note currently in building is, like I said, so, mouse wheel does this. G, you can open menu. So we go to light armor, this is nice. The menu, a bit bulky, but I don't mind it. Things sort of stored out alright. But to let you know, you have currently the original 4 armor blocks. You have the half block selections, as in the half block long, half block proper, half block rounding the corner, and then you have the corner to that. So yeah, you're missing the one that connects, mind you, if I could probably show it off easily, you're missing this one here. This block doesn't exist in the game, which is currently the slightly annoying bit. You also have, where are we? This, which has, if you see the top right, it has your corners and these, so I can do these angles perfectly fine, which I have done. And then we have, which is the other side of the mall, which is the half block triangle. So basically the standard angle block this, you have the half block corner of that, and then the what's it called, where is it, there it is, you have the flat block corner here, so you can do a half block thing here. So basically you have full block standard 2x1 corners, and then the full half block range, but you don't have the full 2x1, which is a bit odd. I mean, it's missing one block, and I would say you've had the perfect starting block range. Don't know why this is not in the game yet. I mean, it's literally one block, and then you've, like I said, it is an interesting design. To force to be created around it is interesting, but still, it is a bit odd. Anyway, I'm loving how beautiful and elegant this is. But yeah, it's also one of them where it's a bit long, saying that's the blue ship, that's the red ship. And I can give a bit quick tour on here before I start building proper. I can fly. But it's one of them where bridges up here, all the frontal bridge. There's quite a few versions of the original blue ship. I'm happy to see these remade, and I wondered why they're not made different ones, but you know. Also, this is a pain. Ship sound, moving sounds. Some bed designs, which are probably going to steal Cherry Room's pipes. Greeblings, generally. Medical. More Greebling and pipes. And lower glass. I mean, it is interesting. I wonder how the difference in size compared this to the original ships, because the original ships felt bigger. Not by a lot. I mean, the red ships especially, because it's much longer than this. I mean, the small red ship is probably similar to this in size, I think. I've actually seen the landing pad, that's interesting. So this is brings you down to gyro, which brings you down to here, which is where the original T cross sections at, which you should recognise. You have the original you have the control deck up here, which is that leads you out there. They do treat height better, so there is some things. I don't know, it could be similar, it could just feel weird. It might be my own head seeing things that are not there. You have the original side doors, but the bridge is up, so there's a bit more verticality, so there is some differences. But not a mega amount. Oh, I'm yawning, apologies. Also means you probably take the escapes here. So yeah, let's carry on building. And yeah, I think we should leave this deck and now fill in the insides of the engineering deck and then move it on. Or at least get some of the large blocks that we want. So we have buttons and button panels. Where's the button panel? Get it together, nope. Antenna. We'll have it on the outside. Control panel. Do we have a low? Might have an under control panel. Reactor. Solar panel. Entrances. Might want doors. Illumination, we'll do that later. Logistic cargo train, yes. Movement. Button gyroscope's probably near production. So we'll do this for now. So that's a very large gyroscope, so we probably all we want to deal with let's at least get orientation correctly, I think. I think we put these against the wall. The mirroring, I've used the mirroring of a torch, but it does like to disconnect itself from being used. So the mirroring will be a pain in the ass for anyone building. It works quite well, but it can also just be an absolute faff. Because it does like to turn itself off. Other than that, it is generally quite a smooth experience. So let's quickly manually ensure we are accurate to what we've just done. We'll activate mirroring with T. Thankfully the hotkeys are very handy and you can go into F1 and look at everything. And some of the advanced controls and all that. I don't know what that means. I mean, period, but yeah. Savant. So, thankfully, hit boxes are a little bit more smaller now, so not as horrendous as it used to be. I think we just have a dividing door. Yeah, let's go not build it. I don't know where the flat bits are. I can't remember from the inside. So it's left click and hold for drag and shift for multi drag. It's quite neat. We'll just seal this off for the fun of it. Could probably hide some lights there. That makes that unit, so that's got that. We'll put that in here. Gyroscope's probably good. I mean, I can have more, but Jesus Christ, that's pretty maneuverable. So that is a cargo. Which you have big, you have. So I think I want cargo kind of casually. I know it's pretty hollow here. We can crouch here at least. It's going to be a bit annoying with a drag, but I am. I'm fairly sure if we get the spectator, there isn't any to characters, so you have to do it manually. Like I said, just basically have a good wits about you when you're in using anything. So this is outside wall, so you can't do anything there. So I think, no, it's not technically veered up anything, but we can put some of this here. And we can put some of this here. And then let's have a quick look at other blocks. Apologies, I am still a touch ill. Reactor, da 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 da. Refinery. Didn't change size. Absolutely massive. I assume these blocks are all just assembler. Could probably fit one, but absolutely huge. They are large grid. Or the old school large grid, should we say. Medical room. We could probably legitly have one. If you get rid of this. So I think I might concede having in here actually. Medical room down here. And then, yeah, the rest of it is just Gatlin and decorative. So we'll use some more decorative stuff later, because I may need to do the rest of the shift and then realise, oh shit, I need more gyroscopes. Oh shit, I might need more of this. But this is going to be what it is for now for engineering. Now it's time to hopefully build the rest of the ship. Is there her into my muffler? There we go. It's still there. Got it, there we go. Corner of my eyelight annoying me as I'm waving around my head like, yeah. Right. I like how the sound effect is how I describe my head movement is. Right. So if you didn't know, you can build off-center from the grid with its new custom unique grid thing. So SE is very cool, very nice. Would recommend. So that is a slight annoyance, is the sound's bugging out, but other than that, I can't complain. Just a smidge bit of sound being a bit abrupt. I thought I put mirroring on. Guess you didn't. Thankfully I haven't done too much to like I said, mirroring's one of them where it's a little bit user error and a little bit of a forgetful thing. I think sometimes when you look away and come back to, well, I know when you look away and come back to the grid, sometimes you forget your positioning. And that's going to be a block lower, isn't it? Yes. So, yes, I have got a little bit more used to the controls. You can't change keybinds currently, so you are a little bit stuck with what you get in that sense. I mean, having some armor back here wouldn't be too bad, especially if you try and crash it, but things seem a bit sturdy these days, so I'm not overly too worried. In fact, probably. As you see, you can do that, so that while that isn't centered, I can modify and fix that. Or if you build on straight, you'll be fine. So all I need to do is quickly try and fix this, and I can go back to mirror mode. Yeah. So I did say I want this to be more like living quarters, depending on how many rooms I can get. So T. So you're looking like corridor. Like speak. Good saving. We'll think we'll be kind. We are a mirror. We are a mirror. So it'd be kind here, and then you can probably shuffle to the side a touch. We won't do any roof. We do one roof pillar. We'll be kind to the reactor, giving it enough space. Then we want the door, don't we? Door. So that we can. I messed around with the decal, but I'm just going to build with armor currently for now, and then we will transfer over to some more detailing when we get more or less most of it done. So we are walking in, getting a bit less of the bloody building menu. So you walk in. I'm sorry, I'm moving near the entrance to the entrance. So this is entrance. God, I'm getting lost. That might be an idea actually. So you walk in and you're like, right, hello, here's reactor, here's doors, left, alright. Okay, the floor ones are a bit annoying, but there we go. Here's room 1. I'm thinking, how far do we want to make this go out? That's the question now, James. You've made the room. What do with room? So if we make these storage cubbies, then I can square off the room. Little storage cubbies. No one will complain about storage cubbies, right? And mirroring's turned off. As you can see, it is a thing you have to deal with. And because that's I turned up. Basically, if you turned off your hand and then you forget mirroring, it's one of them. It's a slight pain. It is a slight pain. Anyway, I think I'm going to call this, once I get this lid on an episode, and record another one. I might record a few, depends how long I could be asked. Because I'm going to want to live stream after this to carry on, so that'll be probably episode 3. So yeah, I might hang off and do a bit of off-cam building and get this along at least. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a bit more of an in-depth, as you can see. Building, if you get your hand of it, it can be a bit of a hand twister in the sense, because where you're pressing Shift R, pressing R to rotate blocks. There's no numpad rotation. Rotation is holding control and using WASD, QR, QE, as you can see by the helpful controls, and also create blueprints. So, yep. Like and subscribe, Discord should be in the description, and I need to make sure I can play this for the new SE2 series. But yeah, who can't wait for the workshop, because it's going to be interesting. So, potentially, I may do a review series on SE2. Hopefully I'll have that as a separate series, so it's my own Let's Play. But yeah. Also, did I ever point out the gravity generator? That's the gravity generator, by the way. I just ignored it. I was like, I've seen that before. But yeah, it's an inverted gravity generator because I thought it was cool. I think hidden engineering because it's quite tall because it's in a metal sheet currently. But yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. I've been Jim. Sayonara.